What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? This is Renebean, and this is going to be the recap footage for the pickups that we had for the Sunday video. So if you have not seen that, you can see all this stuff being picked up live via spyglasses, and that way you can see what I'm actually getting. Unless you just want to see this stuff before you'd see that, it doesn't matter either way. We're going to go over all this stuff individually, tell you about it, what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to get rid of, why I picked it up. So sit back and relax. Let's dive into them. Alright guys, so let's go over all this stuff here. I got bags of stuff to go through. It's been tough, man. These past couple of weeks have been really hard for me to get some finds. The rain has just been brutal. Even with the slight bit of chance of rain scares yard sales away. Well, my app might say there's 100 yard sales listed. If it says 20% chance of showers, it goes down to 50. And maybe out of those 50, 10 or 15 are actually set up. So you got to hit up multiple sales in order to get stuff. I mean, that's just the way it works. But I had a great day today, being Sunday, and an awesome day yesterday, Saturday. So we got us an awesome video. So this one is just going to be the recap for all that. Let's go over all this stuff here. First of all, this is the Katana controller, the wireless controller for the PlayStation 2. This thing is sticky as shit. I don't understand it. I don't know what people do to make it so sticky. I guess maybe soda or something got onto it. I picked this up for a handful of reasons. It's blue. It's awesome. It's the one that I wanted. Missing the battery cover, I might be able to order that separately. I'm not worried about the multicolored receiver. I think this receiver, or my original one for the black one, will work just fine. And my black controller, actually the button was sticking, and I hate that. I hate when buttons stick. It's just a turn off for me. So I picked this up, $3 at Goodwill. I got to get that stickiness off there, but man, oh man, I am happy to have that, because that is gorgeous. And this thing actually works very well. It's very responsive. I beat Castlevania Symphony of the Night with mine on the PlayStation 2, and $3, man. Pick those up. If it's official Sony PlayStation, if it's official anything, whether it's Nintendo, Sega, and if it's wireless, it's going to be worth something. Alright, so these are the Game Boy games that I picked up from my buddy at the flea market. He gave me a great deal on these. I paid $15 for all this. Mario Kart Super Circuit, be able to sell that on a 10 or 12 bucks and get the rest of these games after fees for a few bucks. Which these are all games here that I did not have. The Game & Watch Gallery 2, very awesome to add that to the collection. Lion King, Simba's Mighty Adventure. Lion King games are freaking awesome. Super Nintendo one, brutal and whoop your ass, but it's a fun one, very nostalgic. And Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 2. I believe this only came out for the Game Boy. I could be wrong on that, but I get to add that to my collection and try it out. So that was definitely good for $15. You gave me a phenomenal deal. Let's see. Picked up The Walking Dead Survival Instincts, which I needed again for my collection, for $1.50. It's in a little bit rough shape, but that's okay. Picked these up at the pawn shop. Paid $3 a piece for these. These are just going to be resellers, except for Guitar Hero Metallica. I needed this, but if you do see this in the wild, pick it up. That's like a $15, maybe $18 game. They made it for like the PS2, the PlayStation 3. Usually band-specific games like that do well, except for like the Aerosmith bundle, because Aerosmith is decent, but they made so many of them. People want, if you're playing Guitar Hero, you want to play something like Metallica, you know, so I can see why it's in demand. Injustice, Gods Among Us, the limited edition. Picked this up for resale. I don't collect PlayStation 3 unless it's exclusive. I don't think this one is. If it is, I may already have it, so I'll double check that. That again is a $10, $15 game. So $3, and then Walking Dead for $1.50. I'm happy about that. A lot of people hate The Walking Dead. It has changed. It is definitely different than what it used to be. I've invested so much time into that damn show. I can't stop now. As much as the show pisses me off, and I'm sure it pisses a lot of other people off, I got to see it finished. But man, they need to finish it, because they're running out of options on what the hell they can do. Picked this Wii bundle up for $15, and it had the Motion Plus black controller, which is what sold me on it, because hell, if the Wii don't work, the controller will pay for that. This Wii is in shit condition, though. It is dirty. It's the GameCube compatible, missing the black top. There might be a special hidden game in there, I hope. It had another controller. I don't know, and it has some nunchucks. I don't think that, oh God almighty, it's got some hair on it. That it is the wireless plus as well. If it is, that's going to be a double score, but it's in pretty rough shape. And then I got this figure. It's got some, like I said, nunchucks, all the cords there. The only thing missing is a sensor bar. I got one of those. I probably got 10 of those. Check this out. This little Sonic race car thing, I guess it had batteries in there. I don't know what it was for. But look at little Sonic driving. Why does he need to drive when he can go 4 billion miles an hour? That's cool, though. I wanted that for decoration. Paid $15 for that. So that Wii, that Motion Plus controller, if it works, then it's paid for everything. Oh, I forgot about these. A lot of people avoid buying foods, things like that at flea markets because it's usually out-of-date stuff. But a lot of times it ain't. They just get it on pallets. I paid $4 for my pistachios. This is the third bag that I bought 3 days in a row, just so because it keeps getting lower and lower, and I don't want to run out. These things are normally like $9 or $10 in the stores. I love pistachios. Those were just in here. Picked this up from my buddy. Paid $5 for this little weird Slingo handheld. I'm missing the back, but I don't know what the hell that is. Came out in '98. Picked that up. As well as Star Wars The Force Awakens, the Lego for the PlayStation 4. The outside artwork's in pretty rough shape. I might resell this. I might keep it and play it. I'm not sure yet. $5. He's one of my buddies. I always like to buy off of him when I can. Let's see. Oh my, we did end up getting some good stuff here. I paid $3 for this. I am not a collector for anything Pokemon, but I figured one of my subs might be. This will be a dangerous item to ship, though. It is ceramic. This is a piggy bank, a Pikachu piggy bank, and the thing is huge, actually. You can see it next to my fat head. That's in pretty damn good condition. No chips. I was actually worried carrying it through the flea market that I would chip it or bust it because they use these huge cement tables, and I didn't want it to rub up against it. But $3, if any of you guys are interested in there, on that thing, hit me up on Instagram. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So we got this. I came across this Dreamcast bundle this guy had, or this kid had. I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's awesome for the younger generation getting into retro games. Maybe this was his older brothers or his dad's. I have no idea. But he said it was his and his brothers. He said he only wanted $40 for it. I'm not going to haggle. This bundle was a good deal at what it was. I gave him an extra $3. Told him to split the money with his brother. He was happy. But it is a Dreamcast. Has all the cords and cables. Was this little switcher box? Ooh, I tell you what is awesome. I need to do that mod on the TurboGrafx, and I might use this box because all I need is just the. Oh, I didn't think about that till now. The Dreamcast is in dirty condition. It's not in chip condition, crack condition, scratches. It's just dirty. I got one of these already listed. Bundle on my card for like $50. So this is not a dangerous lot to buy at all. Had 2 games with it, decent titles. Soul Calibur. And, of course, Crazy Taxi. I love Crazy Taxi. This was a very fun arcade game back in the day. But what really sold me was the controllers. He had 4 of them. Oh, shit. I didn't realize he had the green VMU. I don't have this. I'm trying to go for the set on those. I'd like to have them in box, but I know I don't have the green VMU. Very awesome. And then he's got, rumble packs, things like that. But there was 4 controllers, and specifically, there's another VMU, 2 VMUs. There's a blue VMU there, but that one's got a funky screen. Oh, look at this. There's a black VMU, which, damn it, I don't have. This kid's awesome. But look at this. This is I'll say Funtastic series of the Dreamcast controllers. It is not. It's not the same title, but they did do a similar thing with the multicolored controllers, and the red is one that I did not have. So for $43, I got 4 controllers, 3, maybe 4 VMUs, the Dreamcast, those 2 games, and I got to make that kid's day. So that is awesome. Very happy about picking that up. So the final thing that I'm going to go over is my favorite for the whole week, and it was just awesome. The lady was very kind, and I asked her if she had any games. She came out with this huge box, and right away I was like, oh shit, that's an NES. And she's like, well, maybe the game is in here, and this is a Action Set variant, the Nintendo NES. I don't have this. I'm looking at my NESs up there now, the boxes that I have. I have the Power Set, the standard control deck, and then the Mario pack-in version. But I did not have this one. She thought I was crazy when I said, well, because she didn't want to sell the system. I was like, well, how about you just sell me that box? I'll give you $10 for it. And she's like, really? I was like, well, yeah, absolutely. A couple conditions. You got to have all the inserts in there. Everything came with the styrofoam. She's like, yeah, I was going to give you that anyways. So for $10, a complete in-box Nintendo NES minus the system. That's freaking amazing. And I can't remember. I don't think the NES had serial number specifics like, you know, later model systems do. Where'd she get this? Montgomery Ward. She paid $99 for it, apparently. This is awesome. That box, and I'm not going to open it up. There's no need to see the styrofoam and the inserts and all that. You probably saw that in the video. But it has everything, and that is just gorgeous. This is the set that is what you wanted right there. The one that I have with the Mario had the actual boxed Mario with it. This is cool. This is awesome. $10. And then she goes inside and she's like, well, let me go. I don't know where the games are. I said, well, how about people usually put them with like VHSs or DVDs. Second I said VHSs, she went right in there, gave me a chance to play with her little woofer dog there. And she comes out with these two games right here. And I knew right away what the first one was when I saw that packaging. She had Silent Service complete in box. This thing's like $10, but I didn't have it in box. Very cool. This is awesome. A little bit rough shape, but salvageable. This is DuckTales, guys, complete in box, man. This game is absolutely minty. Minus that little bit of glob right there. This is probably going to be my upgrade because I don't see a single flaw with this thing. Other than that right there, which I can clean off very easily. How's the manual look? I didn't open it. I just saw that this stuff was in there. Wait a second. There it is. I was like, where's the DuckTales manual? It had some random manual of Jeopardy for the Game Boy, and I asked her multiple times, is there any other system that you might have? You know, and I started naming off, and she couldn't think of anything. But to get this, like I said, the box is in a little rough shape. Well, it does have some. That doesn't bother me. To have that complete in box, in this condition, still somewhere between $55, $60. I'll be able to sell my copy of DuckTales, which is pretty damn mint. And get almost everything that I paid for all this. So guys, that's it. That's all I had. I know it sucked not having a few videos out, but it's been sucking for me. For someone who struggles like I do, you got to get out there and hunt. You just get that itch, and when you can't, when weather says no, it sucks. And I always want to make videos for you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the new format, having the pickups on a separate video. I know some people like the pickups. Some people never watched them. I did it for a handful of reasons, and we're going to experiment, and hopefully it goes well. With that said, guys, I hope you all take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.